Dick Lovett, BMW Motorrad. Right, here we go. R1250GS Rally. Stunning looking bike. I've seen pictures of it in magazines and on the press and, you know, on websites and everything, but it doesn't do it justice. It looks so good in the flesh. Love the gold rims. Okay, so this bike, as it sits, everything is standard. So quick shifter, heated grips, all those gubbins, everything is standard on the bike. The only thing that I believe you pay extra for is the SOS. Okay, let's get some heat into the motor before we do anything with it. Okay, feels good at the moment. Nice and nimble. Motor feels really smooth, really smooth. Gonna have to turn these heated grips down. Same place as my bike. Okay, so like I said, if you've got last year's bike, there's not a great deal of difference with other than the engine. You know, like I said, you know, the suspension is the same. You know, this bike has got the auto suspension, which basically means you put it in auto mode. If you have a pillion jump on the back, the bike weighs it, and then we'll adjust the suspension automatically for you, which is really cool. Now my bike's obviously got suspension I can adjust with a button, but it doesn't have the auto setting. So the upgrade I think is worth doing for me personally. TFT is standard, which I like. I really like the TFT. The menu is easy to navigate. You know, I'm not going to go through all the TFT. You know, it's all there. It's, you know, you can see everything about the bike. Everything. Very nice. Easy to read system. You know, you can back and forth through the scroll wheel. So I'm going to try and not waffle too much. You know, I am a GS fan. I am a GS fan. I will say that straight from the start. You know, I've ridden all sorts of bikes over the years. Oh, it just goes in the corners lovely. It handles so nicely. Right, what mode are we in? Right, I'm in road mode. Okay. I like it. I like it. It's really nimble. Really nimble. I'll tell you what I'm not noticing is when the shift cam. If you've ever ridden a Honda VTEC, you'll know what I mean about the shift cam, and when the cam opens up. I think you know, on my old VFR 800, when the cam cut in, you felt this boost that used to throw you back in the seat, and often it would come in just at the wrong time, or just when you least expected it, really. You know, even though you knew it was there. But this bike, sorry, yeah, this bike, I can't feel it at all. Smooth as silk, just all the way through the rev range. It looks good, doesn't it? It does look good. All right, if you manage to get to the end of the video, what I'm going to do when I get back to Dick Lovett, I'm going to go out on last year's rally. Okay, and I'm going to do a 30 to 100 mile an hour top gear roll on, and I'll show you the difference obviously in the torque and the power, to see if there's any difference between this bike and the old bike. It'll just be interesting to see, won't it? So yeah, try and get to the end of the video if you can, because I think that'll be interesting to see, and then you'll be able to see the advantages over the new 1250 motor over last year's one. Let's wait until this police car goes by. He was almost drifting, that thing. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm loving the display. Like I said, if you know me, I've got a 2014 GS Adventure, liquid cooled one of the first of the liquid cooled adventures. And I love it. I love that thing. I do loads on it. And I think the upgrade for me to this is worth it. Love the black bars as well. I'll tell you what you really notice, and it's something so little, but when you're when you're doing, if you go off-road with this thing, you're trying to do the nudgery, like tree route thing, and trying to get through ruts and all that sort of stuff. That low throttle first gear, low to neutral throttle first gear, it's just so smooth. There's no snatchiness. So the colour options then. Yes, you've got the T edition, which is the blue and the black with the silver engine and cast wheels. You've got the Exclusive, which is a good looking bike, isn't it? The Exclusive is a good looking bike. Black engine on that one, again cast wheels. And obviously this one, the Rally, which is the one I'd go for because I'm a bit of a tart like that. Sorry, the only other option that I'd go for is the engine bars. This model doesn't come with engine bars. It's not like the Adventure, but I think that's a must-have on any BMW GS is the engine bars. Forgive me, guys. I'm not going anywhere special. I'm just sort of riding around. So I'm not going to go blasting down any country lanes or anything like that to this. I must admit, I'm waiting for the Adventure, okay, because I like not having to stop at fuel stations very often. I commute on my bike, and I tour on it. I do everything on my bike, to be honest. And for me, I can get to work and home in a week and only fuel at once. If I did it on this bike, it'll be twice. It's no big deal, but it's one of my pet hates is going to the fuel station all the time on motorbikes. So for me, the Adventure is an advantage. So I'm definitely going to be waiting for the Adventure model. But I love it. I absolutely love it. I think I've said that enough, haven't I? What do you guys think? The detail that BMW put into things. I know there's been some issues with warranty. I've had it myself. I've had warranty problems with my bike. It hasn't put me off the bike. The thing with warranty issues, it happens, and then you give it to the dealer and they fix it for you. Happy days. Okay, it's a pain in the arse when it happens, but and BMW have listened to people and the gripes, and now they're doing a 3-year warranty on these things. Okay, so BMW now 3-year warranty on their bikes, which is about time, if I'm honest. It's a quality product, isn't it? You're paying those prices for these things, so good on you, BMW. Do you know what? I haven't got a clue where I am. I haven't got a clue. It's just nice riding around, isn't it? So with the navigation that comes with the app, and you connect it to the TFT screen, it's only turn-by-turn navigation, so you don't get any mapping. Hence why the Nav 5 is here. So it's nice to see where you're going. With a proper map. Turn by turn is okay, but it's not enough, is it? So it's a nice feature. If you don't have the Nav 5, at least you've still got some sort of navigation that you can use. But I think the Navigator is a nice extra. I know this isn't my usual, oh my god, I love this bike video, but I do. It just does. These GSs, they just do everything. Everything, everywhere, all the time. You can take these things on any road, in any condition, and go anywhere with them. And for me, even though I'm not going to take my £17,000 motorcycle off-road, I can't afford to do that, and B, to be honest, there's better bikes to go off-road with. And because you live in England, we don't really get that choice. England doesn't have miles of wilderness for you to go blasting across. There's usually something built everywhere in England, or some farmer come out with a shotgun. So we don't have miles of. It's like we live in Arizona or the wilds of Australia. We just don't have that option over here. So people tend to buy these bikes and use them like I do as a commuter and a tourer. And before some of you, well, buy an RT then. No, I don't want an RT. I don't like RTs. I like GSs. it's my choice. It's my choice. I don't tell you what to buy, do I? So keep your comments to yourself about that. Right, I'm heading back. So hopefully I've covered everything. You know, I think for me, I think I've what's the word I'm looking for? Convinced myself. You know, there's enough new features on this over my 2014 GS Adventure that I would make the jump. Like I said, if you've got last year's bike, maybe not so much, but it's something, you know, you need to come down to your BMW dealership and try them. You know, it's important you do that. But for me, you know, the TFT, the new suspension, the 1250 motor, lovely and torquey. I must admit, you know, no one's seen the Adventure model yet, so be interesting to see what styling they do on the Adventure model. Obviously, I'm sure they're going to do a rally version of it. The only thing I'm dreading is how much BMW are going to charge for it. You know, this at £17,200 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But you pays your money and you make your choice, as they say. Well, I think I've waffled on enough. Like I said, I'm going to go out on the other rally in a minute, on last year's one. And I'm going to do, I've already got 30 to 100 mile an hour roll on this bike because I did it last week. See what I mean about? It's just like that's on tick over. Just smooth, you know, one-handed, effortless. Loving the gold rims. Loving the gold rims. Right, so I'm going to go out on this one now. Find that bit of private road that I know. Right then, here we go. Here we go. So, last year's GS Rally. Okay, cold engine. If you notice this, it's the same on the 2019. So, because the engine's cold, it limits you to just over 5,000 RPM. And as the engine warms up, the red line will move up the bar. Okay, that's a nice little feature. I like that with the TFT. Yeah, you do notice that difference, that low down, on off throttle. It's not bad on this bike, but you just notice how much smoother the new 1250 is. So that red line is creeping up already from where it was. It was just over 5. It's at 5.5. I've done a mile from where I started off, so it is creeping up. I need to get past this car. This car is a bit of a faffer. Sorry guys, I've got a Fox's Glacier Mint in my mouth, so if you hear some rattling, it's because I've got a sweet in there. Do you know what? Now that I've jumped on last year's bike, I can feel it, the difference in the motors. You know, I didn't think honestly, if I'm honest, I didn't think there'd be that much difference. And that's just my opinion, okay? Obviously, like I say in all my videos, you guys need to go and try these for yourself. It's all well and good me saying, yeah, this is great, but go and try it for yourself and then you can make your own minds up. You know, give your local BMW Motorrad dealer a call and get out on it. I like it. I do like the new motor. Okay, so what I'll do, 1250 GS Rally 2019 on the left, 1200 GS Rally 2018 on the right. Okay, both are in dynamic mode. I think we're ready to go. So I'll put the bit of footage that I have from the private road up. Let's get it down to 30. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Give us a sub if you like me. I'm nearly at my 2,000th. I think I'm 100 away. I'm currently 100 away from 2,000 subscribers. So I'd be grateful for the sub. You know, thanks to my subscribers, as always. And I'll catch you guys soon in the next video. Probably a GS Adventure. But time will tell. Okay, right, thanks again. Cheers for now.